to start tenses. So as you know very well that there are four category of tenses: simple tenses, continuous tenses, perfect tense and perfect continuous. Rest two, which I told afterwards, those tenses you haven't studied. You have studied in your previous classes simple tenses and continuous tenses. So today in this video I am going to explain you simple tenses. Simple tenses, this we will study in all three tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. Okay, so first let me explain why do we need tense and why do we use tenses. Actually, the sentences which we speak in our day-to-day life, all the sentences are related with time. Some events happened in past, some are going on and some will be happening in coming time. Means some will be happening in future time. For these we need to use the different time break. For this time break we need the different kinds of tenses. Present means the current time which is going on, past means the events which happened already, and future means the time which will come. So first I am going to explain you present tense. Here first we need to see the structure of the tenses. Present tense. In present tense, first we see the structure of singular subject. Singular subject means you know very well, he, she, it or any person. Singular subject means I am talking about one. So with singular subject we use V1. V1 means first form of verb, and according to V1 we use either S or ES in the verb, then our object. Okay, so this is the first structure because I am talking about singular subject. Now let me explain the examples of singular subject. I told you singular subject means single person, means he, she, it or any name. He, then V1. If I write sing, means this is wrong. We can never write he sing if I am talking about present tense, simple present tense. Now I am naming this tense. It is known as simple present, or we can say it present indefinite tense. Either simple present or present indefinite tense. Means the actions which happens always. Our daily routines, our daily habit, the things which happens always. The universal truth. For example, if I talk about the color of the milk, so I must say the milk is white. I can never say milk was white. Milk ka color hamesha white. This is universal truth. The sun rises in the east. Always rises from the east. We can never say for a particular time. किसी पर्टिकुलर समय के लिए नहीं कह सकते कि अभी पूर्व में से होगा. Always rises in the east. So the universal truths always should be spoken in this tense. The daily habits, the routine actions. Now I was talking about this structure. Correlate this sentence with this structure. Singular subject he. Now V1, and here I have written either S or ES. So sing. Here S will come. Why S will come and how we will decide ES or S? You see the second last letter of the verb. It is consonant, so here S will come. He sings well, or he sings a song. Means I am talking about his singing, that always he sings well. It is the habitual action of this person. He sings well. This is my object. Now see this structure, singular subject. This is my subject, this is my verb and this is my object. I hope you all have understood this. Now we will see about plural subject. If I talk about plural subject, means we, you, they, many person, the boys, the girls, those men. So with this plural subject, we can never use s or es in verb. The simple V1 form will come. This is the structure of present indefinite tense with plural subject. Now see one example of this. They play football. They play football. Here they means I am talking about many. So this is my plural subject. Then V1. We will never use s or es in verb with plural subject. And this is my object. Clear? Now, see how to make negative and interrogative. You have seen that with V1, in singular we have used s or es, but in plural we had not used. So in the same way, with singular we will use does not. Both the examples I am writing, you see here. She writes neatly. This is positive sentence. Now, negative. As I told, with singular subject we use does not. She does not, and when I am using does, this s will be removed because here s has come. She does not. Now I will write only. Now I will not write this writes. She does not write neatly. Okay. Now interrogative. These three different kinds you have to write. So these three are there in your course. Actually one combo form is also there of negative interrogative, which you need not study right now. For making interrogative, this is our helping verb. For making interrogative, this only will come first. Does she write neatly? And question mark. Now see, for plural. We swim in a pool. For making negative, as we have used it does not with plural, with singular, but here with plural, another helping verb will come, that is do not. We do not swim in a pool. Interrogative will be, this will come first. Do we swim in a pool? So this was the structure of simple present or present indefinite tense. Now we come to this you have studied. So in detail I am not going to explain you. You had already studied this tense. You have been studying since class 2. So now we proceed for next tense, which is simple past tense. In the same way of present, another name of this tense, past indefinite tense. Here there is no confusion between singular person and plural person. In present you have seen that different helping verbs we have used, like does not and do not. But here with all the subject we will use one verb, one helping verb only. So the structure of this is very simple. Subject, I will not write here now singular subject or plural subject, only subject. Then V2, the second form of verb, and object. This only. This is only the structure for the positive sentences. She ran fast. Now past, simple past or past indefinite means the events which happened already. Events which happened already. She ran fast means this action already happened. वह तेज दौड़ी happened already. This action was completed somewhere in past. So V2 form, as you are seeing here, I have used V2 form. For making negative, This is my positive sentence. For making negative, she did not. Now, when we use did, again it will be in first form. This is the rule. You can never write did and V2 together because this is already V2 form. And 2 to V2 form we cannot write. She did not run fast. This is the negative. And for making interrogative, the same procedure we will follow. This did will come here. Did she run fast? Okay. Now I'm not going to explain that plural form because this will also be same. Now see our last tense, simple future tense. This is the structure, subject and will shall, two helping verbs. Earlier shall was being used with I and we, but nowadays we use will with all the subject and then object. See this positive sentence, I will go to Bhopal. I am talking about the event which is going to happen. She will not read this lesson. This is the negative. And for making interrogative, helping verb will come here. Will you sing the song? The different sentences I have written. I hope you all have understood these simple tenses very well. Now, in our next video, we will study about continuous tenses. Thank you very much.